All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Q&A live stream number 87, the Thanksgiving Eve edition. It is approximately 9:07 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Wednesday, November 25th, 2020. So thank you guys for joining tonight's Q&A live stream number 87. This is the 87th edition. So we've got a couple things to talk about today. So we're going to get started real soon. And we're just going to give people a couple minutes to go ahead and join, and we will start with our discussion for today. So a lot to get to, and like I said, we're going to wait for people to join, and we will get started very shortly. So. Thank you, Scott. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you too. Hello, Dylan D. Jesus. How are you? So the first thing I want to go over is Century 21. Hi, Metro Elevators. How are you? Hello, Matt. How are you? The first thing I do want to go over is Century 21. So Century 21 is closing all of their stores by Sunday, December 6th, 2020. And that's with the exception of the Owlets at Bergen Town Center. That one's closing on Saturday, December 5th, 2020, due to the Bergen County Blue Laws. But yeah, Century 21's officially reaching its end. Hi, Matt. Hi, Maddie. 082. How are you? Hello. Wow. Haha. Hello, Metro Elevators. Hello. Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan 102. How are you? Can't believe everyone's still going out of town for this week, even this COVID crap. Some people just don't really care and they want to spend time with their families. Do I blame them? Not really. Do I think they shouldn't travel? Yeah, but you know what? It's their choice at the end of the day, you know. It's not at the end, you know, it's freedom, you know. The government can do all they want to advise people to stay home, but you know, people are still going to travel whether or not the government tells them to do so. Okay, so let's move on to Century 21 because this is an important thing I want to talk about. So where we stand with Century 21, they're officially reaching the end of their liquidation sales. I don't know why that did that. Hold on. My apologies, guys. So yeah, Century 21 is going out of business. The final day is Sunday, December 6th, 2020. Again, with the exception of the Owlets at Bergen Town Center location in Paramus, New Jersey. That store will be closing on December 5th due to Bergen County's blue laws, which requires all non-essential retailers to close on a Sunday. So it's 70% off the lowest ticketed price. There's this jewelry and stuff. And obviously, if you want to find a store, you can click on that to do that. The other thing I wanted to say quickly was if you have any gift cards, those can no longer be used. So that money is officially deactivated as of now. But it is really sad to see Century going away. It was an iconic department store chain, and it's a lot of jobs that are going to be lost, certainly for sure. So again, you know, to those people, I wish the absolute best of luck. I know it's going to be hard, but hopefully you can find a new job and get back on your feet as soon as possible. So if any of you guys have any more questions regarding Century 21, yes, I've been to both stores with an elevator. The Morristown store, which has the Cisco, and the Paramus store, which has the Haught and Tyler traction, and the Kone EcoDisc MRL. I've been to both, so I've officially been to both Century 21s with an elevator in the state of New Jersey. So, almost done with Lord and Taylor, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Did Sears have any closing? Nope. The only Sears right now that's closing in the state of New York is at Galleria White Plains. Bloomingdale's Outlet already has a store in Paramus, and Macy's Backstage has a store located inside the Paramus Park Mall, as well as the Westfield Garden State Plaza. That is going to be a tough spot to fill, and it's probably not going to be filled until after the pandemic. I would say that the mall's probably going to try and reconfigure the spot into outlet stores and maybe make some kind of grand mall entrance. And personally, I think that's what might happen. But who knows? A lot could happen between now and then. It does suck that they're closing. Yeah, well, they're not too common. We only have two in New Jersey. I'm sorry, three. The Mills of Jersey Gardens location, though, that was one floor. The Morristown store was three floors, and the Paramus store was two floors. Really four, but you know. Yep, that Lord and Taylor in Garden City is closing too. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be probably a wave of new stores by the time post COVID era. I'm sure. Oh, cool. Have fun. Have fun in Indianapolis for Thanksgiving. We don't know yet which Macy's stores are closing. We're going to probably hear that by the beginning of the first quarter of 2021. Bed Bath and Beyond is closing three stores in Maryland, two locations in New Jersey. Mine and Salisbury is closing. Yeah, we're losing a couple of Bed Bath and Beyonds, I believe. Howell, Rockaway, the one near Rockaway Town Square, and that's about it, really. I can't think of any others. I think there's one more in New Jersey that we're losing. I think maybe it's Hope or something. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, Bed Bath and Beyond is closing three stores in Maryland. I'm sorry, three stores in Maryland. Oh no, two in New Jersey. Yeah, two. Oh no, you know what? Tom's River. That's three. There is three that's closing. Tom's River, Hopewell, and Rockaway. So three closing in Maryland and three closing in New Jersey. Ah, then that makes a lot of sense. Then wow, I'm surprised you're allowed to travel for that. Hi, Carlos Elevators. How are you? Yeah, I think so, but I'm not 100%. It could have been somewhere else. Um, the Sears building in Garden City um, is actually now going to be used as a medical center, which makes sense. What stores did Westfield Annapolis lose? So the mall has lost um, a couple of stores. Lord and Taylor closed in 2018. Nordstrom closed earlier this year. So the only tenants left, the only original tenant left, well, Sears closed in 2002. Um, but yeah, so the only anchors left at the mall are J.C. Penney, Bowtie Cinemas, Macy's, Crate and Barrel, and Forever 21. But it is bad though when you lose a Nordstrom at a mall. That's troubling, especially for Freehold. Same here, only immediate family. Yeah, the person had an interesting interaction, let's just say, with the employee. I mean, look, the manager certainly did have a right to kick him out, but that was no way to tell the employee. He could have asked very nicely. This guy really just, well, he was certainly hired by corporate, and he was told corporate to say that. So we knew that he was a servant for Sears Holdings. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. No, I didn't freeze. It'll happen. If it freezes, just let me know. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Wow, that's the second person that said that to me. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Pretty good, Sue Josh. Happy. Thanks for asking. Oh, nice. Family in Reno, Nevada, and northern New Jersey. That's good. Has J.C. Penney announced any more store closings since some of the stores that were closing that got saved? So here's the thing. This is a very interesting point. I'm glad you brought this up. So the J.C. Penney stores that are not closing currently, their leases are up for sale. We don't know yet what other J.C. Penney stores are closing. Those closures will probably be announced right after the holidays. No closures are going to be announced now. The only types of closures that are going to be occurring right now is Century 21, which is December 6th, although with the exception of the Alberta Town Center store. And then, of course, Lord and Taylor, that's going to be a tough one. Century's still tough, don't get me wrong, but Lord and Taylor is going to be even tougher. So, but the good news is I've pretty much been to the majority of the stores in the state of New Jersey. I'm getting to the last one this Sunday, so I'm looking forward to going around there. And people want to see that store badly, but we're going to get a store tour of that store definitely this Sunday, or not this Sunday rather. It'll be uploaded with the new reduced content schedule that I have created, given the rise in number of cases and deaths. So it should be up. I'm going to make sure to get it up before the end of the year, definitely. I might even upload it on the 31st. We'll see. That Lord and Taylor in downtown Westfield, the one with the 1963 Burlington Dover. Thanks. Wow. Yeah, everybody's saying, yeah, it did close. Unfortunately, I can't spend time with my. Wait, oh, hold on. Just a couple more questions. Northeast Mall in Texas lost to Nordstrom's. They had a Saks, but closed in 2006, became a Dick's Sporting Goods. Besides the online mention, still is a Macy's, Delicious, J.C. Penney. Okay, so the mall's not in terrible shape, but it's okay for now, which I guess is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to somehow see my grandparents, but yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm sure it did. Eddie Lampert wanted to close that store. Thank you. Wow. For everybody saying happy almost Thanksgiving. Thank you. Wow. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy early Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you all have a wonderful time with your families tomorrow. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yep, we're all wearing masks. I actually don't have a mask with me tonight, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't eat turkey, but thank you. But everybody else, enjoy your turkey if you're eating that tomorrow. No, not really. Seritage is now yeah, I would definitely get a store tour of Bala Kinwood because that's a special store for Lord and Taylor. Thanks. Have a good night, Carlos Elevators. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, Chris. More JC Penney's are closing? I don't think so, but I could double check. No, but their corporate headquarters actually closed, believe it or not, which I guess is part of the whole transaction thing. Thanks. Thank you, TC Scorch. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Thanks, John Avery. Happy Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, I know. We also need the vaccine, and that's going to be key, unfortunately. Do you have any interest in seeing the gallery at Crystal One? Not really. Unless I'm absolutely up in the area, I personally don't have an interest in seeing that mall. It's cool, but it's not worth it for me. If I'm in the area and I have extra time there, sure, but I'm not like looking to rush up there. No point really. Nothing special up there to see. Just a bunch of vectors and Dover impulses, which is something I can see here at home pretty much. Where is their outlet locations? I'm in Long Island. So for Long Island, there are two Century 21 stores. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. So Century 21 has a store in Westbury, and they have a store at the Green Acres Mall in Valley Stream, New York. Not sure if that's what you're referring to, but yeah. Yep, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is tomorrow. Oh, the emoji masks? That's good. One of the Macy's. Oh, Sunrise. Me too. I'm still surprised about that. Did Macy's in Manhasset used to be an A&S? It used to be an A&S and then it became a Macy's. Okay, that's cool, I guess. The Macy's. I'm not sure. Oh, for NYU Winthrop? Oh, that's Sears and Garden City. I'm not really I'm not really going to Nevada for malls. I know. We have so many nice Macy's stores here. It's going to be a much different parade this year, but who knows? Yep, and now the move is officially canceled. So Primark is probably going to take that spot most likely. Yeah, the vaccine is going to be key to getting back to normal. Oh, you've been to both? Well, that makes sense if you have family out there. Do you think JCPenney's getting rid of their outlet format hurt the company? Hmm. I think they want to shift their focus. I'm not sure yet what they want to do. I mean, right now they're trying to get acquired by two property owners, so we'll see what the future holds for JCPenney. But I think they have a future for another 2 or 3 years. Sears at this point is just done. You might as well just throw in the towel now. But somehow Eddie Lampert is keeping them alive, which just amazes me that his businesses have not been able to shut down. But hey, Seritage and Transform Co. Properties is keeping that crap afloat. Although we know it's not for much longer at this point. Oh yeah, no, Green Acres that's a trash mall. It's a terrible mall. It's like it's not even worth it for me to visit. No, I would not. I would not go to Green Acres. It's not that special. Like if I had to choose between that mall and Westfield South Shore, I'd take Westfield South Shore over Green Acres. It almost did, and then Eddie Lampert stepped in and took it over somehow. Yeah, they did. They did close all their outlets. Well, it's a pretty normal sight nowadays with many more vacant department stores. Woodbridge Center, absolutely, hands down. Green Acres that's literally a boring ass mall. But I would definitely go to Woodbridge Center more so than Acres. Yeah, it's a pretty nice mall. It's almost like the smaller version of like if you combine Walt Whitman Shops and Westfield Garden State Plaza, that's what you would get, except much lower scale though. I've walked through it once. It's an all right mall. It's not the greatest one out there, but it does have that Westfield Garden State Plaza feel a little bit. Yeah, I mean, near me, we still have the Sears in Jersey City, so they're somewhat relevant, but you know, yeah, the COVID I think shut down stores in El Paso because it got really bad there. Seeing a vacant apartment, yeah, but I've been getting used to seeing vacant department stores. I see them left and right around here. We have several vacancies. Well, we're going to have the vacancy of Lord and Taylor soon at several malls across New Jersey, and now some malls are in deep crap because of the vacancies. Great examples would be Livingston, which is literally hanging on by a thread, and Freehold is in deep crap now. They lost Sears on the lower level. Well, Sears was already going out. Nordstrom closed, and that was a big draw for the mall. And finally, Lord and Taylor closing. You know, you can't. I don't think you can survive with the Macy's and the J.C. Penney unless they were to reinvent the center somehow. Yeah, me too. But Eddie Lampert stepped in. Get used to it, TCC Scorch. You're probably going to be seeing it a lot more next year too. South Shore is a good mall, yes. That is a very good mall, Westfield South Shore. You got a Macy's, J.C. Penney, Dick's, and a liquidating Lord and Taylor. Yeah, Woodbridge Center, I would hands down go there versus Green Acres. Even COVID. I did those. Okay, Roosevelt Field or Smith Haven? Roosevelt Field. I would absolutely. If I had to choose between the two, the problem with Smith Haven is it's small. It's a small mall, and there's not too many elevator choices anymore. JCPenney left last year. Sears closed at the height of the pandemic, and Macy's is kind of kind of a waste for me unless I'm out there. Most people think Sears is out of business. If they don't pay attention to the closings, there's no stores particularly anywhere near me. I totally believe what you're saying. Absolutely. I mean, Where I am at least, we only have got the one in Jersey City. We're losing the one in White Plains by late January. So another bad mall is Westfield Sunrise. It's not even called Westfield Sunrise anymore. They had to change it to Sunrise Mall, New York. Westfield was so embarrassed with the mall, they took all their signage down. I think Westfield's going to be flipping that property sooner than later. It's just a matter of time. But no one's going to buy it though. They're going to like foreclosure the property and they're just going to knock it down, sadly. Yeah, that's market correction. Jackson and Brick, New Jersey. That's good. People aren't worried about how long stores will stay vacant because their health and lives are more important to them. Well, the whole COVID thing clearly paints that picture for sure. But eventually, as time goes on, the vaccine comes out. People will then look towards how do we fill these stores up? Because they're apparently an international mall name. They do, just like American Dream. Have you been in a Neiman Marcus? I've been in two: Westfield Garden State Plaza and Westfield. Um, oh, the Mall Short Hills for Neiman Marcus. Yeah. Is Brunswick Square Mall doing good? Well, the fact that it still has its Macy's and J.C. Penney, I would say yes, but it definitely gears more towards a lower scale type of customer. Yeah, not surprised. That's called market correction. How come Westfield has their names in all their malls? Their international name, Neiman Marcus, Roosevelt Field. Have not been, but definitely want to visit post COVID. Well, you should definitely really check it out sometime. Westfield Mall sucks. I was in Sunrise and got harassed by the head of security. I was uploading. Oh, you filming? Interesting that you would have that encounter. Neiman Marcus should get a spot at Westfield South Shore. Oh my God, that is laughable. Listen, TC Scorch, let me tell you something. Westfield South Shore is not the right mall for Neiman Marcus. I will tell you that. That is not the right mall for them. I'm sorry. Plus, Neiman Marcus already has a store in Roosevelt Field. And not only that, Neiman Marcus is very selective of what malls they choose. The reason why New Jersey has two of them is because of our blue laws, because then only one Neiman Marcus is open up on a Sunday. Also, Short Hills is an upscale area, just like Bergen County. That's why. Interesting. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Westmoreland Mall? I don't know about that one. I've been caught several times filming. So I that's a good thing. Yeah, you can't make yourself look obvious, but yeah, no, I've been caught several times. So I'm just like whatever. Whatever. I literally if I get caught, I just leave the building afterwards. Can you please make an Eddie Lampert rant? Depends. Mm, no, because it's not the end of Sears yet. Not yet. I want to save it for the very end of Sears. Once they say we're ceasing operation, you'll be seeing an Eddie Lampert rant. Krispy Kreme might be better than Starbucks. You're probably right. But the two cater to two totally different markets. So Starbucks is known for their coffees and their different types of drinks. Krispy Kreme is known for their original in-house glazed donuts. They're two fantastic places, but they catered literally to two different. Their main focus is two different things. One focuses on coffee, the other focuses on donuts. They're still not gone. No, we have one left in my state, which is at Newport Center in Jersey City. And whenever they make the announcement, I'll be making the trip. Hi, Michael. How are you? I hope many Montgomery vectors don't go away. Well, we'll see. It might happen down the road, though. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't, but who knows? I got yelled at Sears by a Karen. Oh God, no. I don't want to get into the whole Karen thing. I don't want to talk about that. For no reason. Damn Sears workers. Well, I mean, the great example, look no further than the video I just uploaded of the guy getting yelled at the Sears and Roebuck store in downtown Hackensack, New Jersey. Look no further than that example. You know, because and this was a guy who likes to film stuff around Hackensack, New Jersey, and to get yelled at for filming inside the store is kind of sad. But yeah, no, the manager really took it out of proportion, and he really just got mad. He didn't even ask nicely. He literally just started fuming with the guy and told him to like leave the store. Crazy that they could get away with stuff like that, but he was definitely a goon for corporate. So that's unfortunate too. My dad bought our refrigerator at Sears. It's a Kenmore. Well, where else would you get a Kenmore refrigerator? So I'm not surprised. No, it'll go away next year. Guaranteed. COVID will be gone. We'll get the vaccine and we'll move on from this nonsense. Interesting. BJ's Brewery restaurant is beating Uno Chicago Grill. Not surprised. See, the thing is, the brew house is a much more trendy place where unfortunately, Uno Chicago Grill is one of those dying brands, sadly. Kind of like Cheeseburger in Paradise, but they're in somewhat of a better financial position. I bet by now they probably took the website down. Can't believe they're gone though. That's crazy. Still a Sears brand. Taco Bell isn't even open. I'm not surprised. Yeah, no, I think Westfield's going to give up control of that mall pretty soon. Not surprised. Yeah, it does, unfortunately. The mall at the stores has the weirdest layout, department store layout. It was never really built for a department store with the exception of Fortunoff. But that mall's in deep crap too. It's always been in deep crap. Yeah, I'm not a huge football fan, but I'm not surprised. Interesting. That's a really interesting find at a Stop and Shop. Yep, Cheesecake Factory's only closing Rock Sugar, which was a failed concept, it seems. I only talk about. I ate at the Grand Lux there a couple of years ago. I think maybe 6 years ago. I haven't been to Roosevelt Field since, but I drove past it last year. Grand Lux closes Ventura. Yeah, they closed a couple of underperforming stores. They closed the Cherry Hill one too, which was surprising. So, but the Cheesecake Factory still has a store at Cherry Hill. I think it's at the Town Place at Garden State Park, and it's a freestanding one too. It's not like connected to a physical mall. Which that's always been an interesting one. Yeah. Oh, picked it up at Kmart. Nice. I didn't know that. Yeah, we still have the one Grand Lux at the Westfield Garden State Plaza, but that's about it for Grand Lux in New Jersey. We do. There's a Grand Lux at Garden in Roosevelt Field, Garden City, and that's about it, really. It does. Both food courts, and I've compared both. I prefer the one at yeah, no, they both have different types of layouts. Like the Westfield Garden State Plaza food court has more of an urban contemporary feel, while the food court at the Roosevelt Field Mall has more of a much higher ceiling open end feel. It does fit the mall's layout. You are right about that. Sadly, the elevator choice in that mall was bad. They literally went with all Kone. Interesting. So, anyways, it was that old Zeppelin kind of feel for the food court. I'll show you guys a quick update regarding Lord and Taylor. So here it is for Lord and Taylor. Everything is 60 to 80% off. Look for best deals. Black Friday special offer, final for clearance, 80% off store wide, 20% off beauty, 60% off kids wear. Shop Lord and Taylor products. Hashtag Lord and Taylor. And that's pretty much it for Lord and Taylor. So, quick little update on that. Good news is Pet Value Canada is not going out of business, but the United States version of it is. Whoop. Oh, wow. Illusion. Okay, did not mean to do that. Sorry, guys. We go ahead and try that again. Okay, this is Pet Value. The Canada version isn't closing, but the United States version is closing. So they are now at 40% off, which means they're in phase one of their liquidation. So, and you can't use any more rewards, but Pet Value is liquidating as we speak. That's just a much smaller liquidation. I've also been to Grand Lux at King of Prussia twice in 2016 and 2018. That's not necessary. You cannot compare those two food courts. No. The ones you could compare more so is Roosevelt Field versus Westfield Garden State Plaza. Both have fast food courts. It's each food court has a different feel. So the Westchester's food court would have a much more urban feel that's similar to the one at Westfield Garden State Plaza. But if you compare the two totally different food court concepts. Westfield Garden State Plaza has an urban food court feel, while the Roosevelt Field has a much more open end feel at your like traditional local Simon Mall. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Dick's Sporting Goods opening up a new concept. Maybe they're getting tired of their 2-floor stores. Public lands. Or I think they're doing overtime by Dick's Sporting Goods. I think that's what they're trying to roll out, which would totally make sense in lower scale areas. You should go. I heard about that. That's pretty cool, actually. Yep, Chewbacca and Chewbacca Jr. were still there. Oh, Giant Eagle. You also have Giant. Yeah, My Only Stew Leonard's is located at Paramus Park Mall. But interesting that they're opening up a new concept. Pathmark had a mini mall. Yeah, my local Pathmark had a mini mall too. They finally got a tenant in there. Finally, it took a very long time. They're planning on opening up a Planet Fitness at least in part of the store, but that's about it really. Well, you should go if he wants you to go. It's an all right mall. There's more entertainment and there's a Macy's store, which could be interesting. So let's see. Anything else closing? Wonder. Walmart and Target are closed. Palisade Center, no. The one that's going to close first, though. So, see, Palisade Center will recover, but I think Nanuet's in deep crap. Well, it doesn't have a Macy's, doesn't have a Sears. That's really bad. On top of that, Fairway Market closed. Zinburger's gone. Regal Cinemas is temporarily closed, and 24 could very well pull out. Nanuet is in a much tougher spot than Palisades. Yeah. Pathmark went out because the Great Atlantic and Pacific Company filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, right around today, was when they were completely out of business. Thanks, John. How are you? Stop and Shop is coming to the shops at Nanuet. Do you know where they're going? Oh, well, that's actually smart. That's actually really smart because they're probably trying to get out of a crappy location. Not sure yet what's going to happen with AMC theaters. Do I like King of Prussia? Yes. No, I've not. Yeah, they said Fairway Market. That's where they're going. I read the article just now. Which is the smallest Macy's store located on Long Island? The one out in the Hamptons, I think, is the smallest Macy's on Long Island. The second smallest would be the Comac store, but obviously, as a lot of people know, that is closed and never opened for liquidation sales ever again. So At this point, they took the sign down and everything. Yeah, they're knocking that building down, sadly, for BJ's Wholesale Club, which is why I hate them, because they're freaking destroyed a classic department store, which is a shame. Fortunately, the downtown Westfield store is going to be meeting the same fate, except that store is going to become low-income housing. I'm very disappointed about that store's fate. Is the shops at Nanuet the worst shopping mall in the New York area? All the anchors are still vacant. From what I hear, there's going to be a Stop and Shop, so that mall could somewhat gain traction again. I don't know. Is the biggest one on Long Island? I think maybe the Brooklyn stores. If you don't count Brooklyn or Queens, yeah, I guess that would be the biggest store for them. I do like King of Prussia, yes. Thank you, John C. Happy Thanksgiving too. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, rather. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, everybody. But I don't think so. I think BJ's will probably I think they'll go ahead with their plans personally. I don't have any cats. Sears and Roebuck will close before Macy's. That's a no-brainer right there. But I'm really disappointed with the Lord and Taylor store in downtown Westfield. I can't believe that is going to be the wrecking ball. 2012 Gallery at Westbury Plaza, and that was specifically built to make a somewhat similar mall concept to directly compete with, say, something like the Alta Bergentown Center. But guess what? I prefer the Alta Bergentown Center over the Gallery at Westbury Plaza. Oh, interesting. Oh, I don't know. They should put a Lily at Broadway Commons and make it like the Staten Island Mall. Could happen. I'm not surprised. And it looks like they used the same fixtures from the one that at Westfield Garden State Plaza, believe it or not. Yeah, they used the same exact fixtures that Westfield Garden State Plaza had with the PTL fixtures, which is kind of weird. That's correct, John C. Hello, Stephen Prescott. How are you? Yeah, it used to be AACs. Really interesting. I think so. So, anyways, so we're winding down to the last 15 minutes of the stream. We'll be ending in about 15 minutes, or probably in the next five. Think I've pretty much said everything I could on tonight's live stream. I think we're going to actually just go ahead and end it here. So hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A live stream number 87. Thank you guys so much for watching, and everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving and have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll see you all next week and we can do this again. So thank you guys for watching Q&A live stream number 87. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.